There are 23 LEGO Star Wars sets retiring at the end of the year, and in this video we're going to take a look at the 10 sets you should be prioritizing to get before they're off shelves for good. Up first we have the UCS X-Wing, and honestly this set is probably better than some of the other sets on the list, but it's very likely that we will be getting another UCS X-Wing within the next 10 to 15 years, especially since this is already the third time we've had one in the history of LEGO Star Wars. This set includes two very nice minifigs with Luke Skywalker and an R2-D2, and as a whole this set is really nice. Packed with detail, it really stands out on display, especially next to either a UCS TIE Fighter or TIE Interceptor. I still think the 2013 X-Wing is my favorite, but that might just be because bias of nostalgia. With its retirement looming, you need to pick this up sooner rather than later. At number 9, I have the Droideka, a wonderful set with a friendly price of $65, and recently this can be found for as low as $40, so I definitely grab one on a site like Amazon, Target, or Walmart where those sets are typically on sale. Unless you really want those insider points, then get it directly from LEGO. One of the coolest parts of the build is actually the ability to roll it up, and while I've tested this out, it sits on my shelf more as a display piece than a playset, but I really still do enjoy the fact that we have a second way to either display the set or a way to play with the set. And another really cool thing about this is that you could always buy more of them and have a larger scale Droideka army. Between LEGO making a Droideka and a B1 battle droid, I think it's safe to say that LEGO needs to make a super battle droid in the near future. In 8th is the midi-scale Invisible Hand. Without a doubt, one of the best midi-scale sets we've seen, and the price of $50 is so good it almost feels underpriced, which for LEGO Star Wars almost seems unheard of. All around the model we have extremely good detail and shaping, and I love how they did it with how unique of a shape the Invisible Hand is. A really cool Easter egg is to actually separate this into two parts, which is a nice touch, and if you want you could even display it like this. This set has had about a year and a half of a shelf life, but in all honesty, it deserved at least another year. And while many fans might have wanted this in a larger scale, I think for the midi-scale line, it was a perfect set. Maybe in a few years, we could see a play scale or maybe a UCS model, but for the time being, I don't see that happening. The Desert Skiff and Sarlacc pit is in 7th, and while this set might not be as good as others and the price tag of $80 is a bit much, this set is a must buy if you plan on buying or already have the UCS Jabba sail barge. Even though this set is overpriced, it's still a very good model. The Sarlacc pit can move around, and the Desert Skiff is a very, very nice model. The minifig selection really completes everything, and speaking of minifigs, there is a 25th anniversary 9 nub. This set has seen the occasional discounts, but I wouldn't wait for one that may or may not happen because once it's sold out, it's not getting restocked. And just for fun, let's take a look at the previous version of this set with the Desert Skiff Escape from 2017. It's crazy to see how far LEGO has come in terms of designing this model in just a few years. Even though this set is overpriced, you can't tell me it's not a great model. At number 6 is the Darth Vader helmet. This set has been around since 2021, a part of one of the very first waves of helmets that LEGO did, and by now I feel if you've wanted this set, it's been around long enough for you to grab it, but if you're like me and have procrastinated for a few years, it's time to buy it. Like all the other helmets, whether you have this displayed alongside them or even on their own, it makes for a great display piece. The shaping and detail is very good, and I feel the set could be on shelves for 10 more years and still sell very well. After all, it is Darth Vader. At number 5 is Boarding the Tantive IV, and LEGO absolutely struck gold here. The ability to buy multiple of these and attach them to one another to make this as big of a set as you want was genius, and I wonder how many more sets they sold because of that one feature. You get plenty of minifigs to set up this iconic scene, and the addition of another 25th anniversary minifig with ARC Clone Trooper 5s. Sadly, the 5s fig isn't very good, specifically with the helmet printing and how it's way off. All these months since its release, and it still boggles my mind. That's the one flaw I have with this whole set, and it's not even a part of the main build. The set itself is just about perfect, and while the 5s minifig isn't the best, it's still a nice addition to the set, and at the end of the day, something is better than nothing. 4th is the Coruscant Guard Gunship. As the set nears its retirement, I feel it's definitely grown on many people, including myself, and I think part of that might be because of how LEGO fixed the torso for the Fox minifig. In general, the gunship might be way smaller than expected, but it still looks solid. Yes, the interior is cramped and not as easy to access or play with like other gunships, But if you're someone who's simply displaying the set, it won't be as big of an issue. The minifigs are all really good, especially the Palpatine, who might be my favorite in the set. You can commonly find this on sale for right around $108, and it wouldn't surprise me if we see it as low as $90 if it's still in stock as the holidays approach. In third is one of the most overlooked sets in my opinion, with the Onyx Cinder. From the show Skeleton Crew, I feel not enough people are giving this set the love it deserves. It is a great model with 5 awesome minifigs which are all brand new and exclusive, and unless we get any more Skeleton Crew content, we're probably never going to see them in LEGO Star Wars again. The build itself is fantastic, full of detail and play features like accessing the interior, moving the engines up and down with a really cool mechanism that's involved, and you can actually rotate some of the cannons 360 degrees. All things considered, for $140 and a set that has over 1,300 pieces, I think it's a super fair value, and the set itself, I can see it skyrocketing in price once it retires. I do wish we did see it get an extended shelf life due to the delay of the Skeleton Crew, but sometimes that's just the way things happen, and at this point you were going to have to act quickly if you want to grab the set. The Ghost in Phantom 2 will be at the number 2 spot, and the biggest difference between this and the 2014 version has to be the inclusion of the Phantom in the set. The detail is immaculate on this, and the 5 minifigs included are all really, really good. My one complaint, if I had to say, would be the lack of detail on the interior of the set, but it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of play features on this set, like the multiple cannons all around, attaching and detaching the Phantom, or even the entrance ramp you can access through the side of the set. Overall, it's been a while since the last version, and I think the next time we see this, it's going to be in a UCS scale. So if you're someone who's been waiting for years to get a playset Ghost in Phantom 2, now is the time, unless you want to take the risk and wait for a potential UCS model, which at the current moment there's no rumors or speculation around when that might be. To no surprise, the UCS Razor Crest is at number 1. This set made history as being the first UCS set to be based off of a TV show, and it didn't disappoint in any way. It comes with 5 awesome minifigs with Mando, Grogu, the Mythrol, Quill, and the Blurg. A main drawing point to the set is how it's near minifig scale, and it's a truly massive model. The engines make it almost 2 feet wide, and there's certain sections on top that you can remove to access a beautiful interior, and this has an Easter egg of Boba Fett's armor and even a place to put the Mythrol. The multiple entrance ramps allow for multiple display opportunities if you want. I'm shocked that this set is retiring, especially with the Mando and Grogu movie releasing within the next few months, but I feel they wanted to make room for even more Mando LEGO sets. I did also make a video on every LEGO Star Wars set retiring at the end of the year. There's 23 of them in total, and a lot of them are can't miss. So don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more LEGO content, and I'll see you in the next one.